So hello and welcome back to another video, guys. That's right, second video today after unboxing some amazing subscriber mail from a brilliant guy out there on Instagram, Jake. Another shout out to you, my friend, who sent me the Dark Knight films in 4K. What a nice guy. Thank you so much again for those. But today we're back for our second video now. So something I've been meaning to do, because I watched last month, throughout December, for the first time, I went through all of the Rocky/Creed films. So I've done all 5 Rockies, Rocky Balboa, and then the 2 Creeds. And I thought, you know what, now I'm going to rank them all. Why not? It's good fun. Now, bear in mind, guys, I know some people are a lot more familiar with this franchise than me. I've only watched them all once for the first time. This is initial first viewing kind of ranking. And it's obviously not set in stone. This is just my opinion. There are people out there who know more about this franchise and love this franchise more than me. So apologies if I miss something out or say something wrong. But I love these movies, guys. I had a blast watching them throughout December. It's very rare I'll watch a franchise with, what, is it 8 films now? Yeah. It's rare that I'll do that in a month. So you know that I like this franchise a lot. I become very attached. I like all of the films, but the last one or the one that comes in last place. It's a brilliant franchise. So hey, I just want the big Rocky fans who watch this to know I truly do love this franchise. And I'll apologise if it's not the best order for you. But hey, my opinion might change on more watches, because I definitely plan to rewatch this franchise because it was so great. Yeah. So let's get started with the Rocky ranking. So coming in last place is the only one I didn't like. I really struggled to get through this movie. And it's a bit of a shame because I really enjoyed everything that came before and after it. And that's Rocky 5. I'm not sure what year this one came out. Does it say on the back? 1990, I believe. Yeah, so this one sort of... I think this movie tried something very interesting, which I like. It thought, we're going to take it back to like the first Rocky. We're going to have him lose his money. We're going to have him going back to being a lot, a bit more poor. We're going to have him being a bit more of a trainer in this one. And I loved all that. Great concepts behind this film. Great concept. I just think it's all very poorly executed. His wife in this one really annoyed me. She didn't really seem to help any situation he was in. Didn't really seem to take his side much. I really didn't like the relationship between him and his son. I didn't really like his son much in this film. I know that kids react badly in certain situations, and I don't know whether it's the kid actor who was playing him who just didn't help, but I just didn't think he was very well written or acted. And I really liked Rocky training this other guy until it turned out that our fight with them, because we all knew it was going to come down to that, was going to be just a street fight, and didn't really enjoy that, didn't like that much. So yeah, last place, Rocky 5. From here on out, though, I like all the Rocky films, because I know that people are going to want the next 2 higher on the list, but I genuinely really like these films from here on out, okay? So the film that's coming in next place, I do really like. Next place for me is Rocky 4. I do like this film because I know some people absolutely love this movie. The reason it's here is I prefer the more serious side to Rocky than the cheese. Even though I do like the cheesy side. I like this, and I like Rocky 3, which are definitely probably the cheesiest alongside 5. There are a couple aspects towards this film which I didn't love. I remember when I first put it on and the robot comes up almost instantly. At that point, I was like, oh dear. There's a robot in Rocky now. Not sure I'm going to like this. But I sort of got over that pretty quick, got past it. The big Russian guy. He's just a brick wall for Rocky to knock down, really, isn't he? There's not really a character there at this point. He's funny. I like I will break you, or if he dies, he dies. That was more Arnold Schwarzenegger there, weren't it? Yeah, I found it funny when Rocky was training up in the mountains and stuff, and he was doing it all like, early 1900s style. And the Russian guy was in a lab. I found that quite funny. But this film had some great moments. The fight, again, was awesome at the end. What happened with Apollo Creed was really, really good. And a lot of the montages were, once again, really good in this movie. It's just a cheese fest, but we like it. It's a good cheese fest. Coming in next place is Rocky 3. Yeah, again, I do like this movie. I think some people would put this high on the list as well. I do like this movie. Again, this is when Rocky went very cheesy. I prefer the more serious side to Rocky, as you can probably tell, because the ones that are left in this ranking are a lot more serious. This is still super fun. The fight at the end with Mr. T is great. There's a death that happens in this film, of course, and it's the saddest one in Rocky, I think. It really, really had my heart going in this movie. When a certain character died. I really like seeing Rocky become friends with Apollo Creed in this movie. It was really nice to see those two bond, because this is really the only film where them two are friends for a large portion of time. So it's really nice to go back and watch it for that aspect. It's fun to just hate Mr. T, I think, in this film. The relationship with Rocky and his wife's really good in this film. I think this is a really fun movie. I have a really good time with it. It's Rocky 3. Next up is Rocky Balboa. Now this was 2006. I have vague memories of this film coming out, very, very vague. I think this film done what 5 tried to do, but a lot better, because they didn't have to show Rocky losing his money here, because 5 had already taken care of that. At this point, Rocky's, you know, he's a lot more humble, and he's a lot more content with life at this point. He's now, you know, just chilling in his restaurant that he's opened. He's lost his wife, which was sad, so he's getting over that. But there's still a lot of stuff going on in this film, which is really cool. I like how you can sort of tell he doesn't want to do the fight in this one, but he sort of gets pushed into it. It's a nice side of Rocky, of Rocky. And yeah, again, the fight at the end was incredible. It was really fantastic. Yeah, I really thought this was a return to form for Rocky. I'm really pleased they made this film and they didn't end the actual Rocky movies on Rocky 5. I'm really pleased that this film happened. And you can tell that Sylvester Stallone cared a lot about that movie. In fact, did he direct this one? Was this the one? Because I thought he directed this one. I could be wrong. Written and directed by Sylvester Stallone, yeah. And you know what? Stallone, I never used to be a big Stallone fan, but I've come to have massive appreciation for him over the years. After watching all the Rambo films last year, even though I wasn't a big fan of all of them. And then now watching all the Rocky films, I've really come to appreciate Sylvester Stallone. Very, very talented guy. But next up, coming in 4th place, is Creed, the first one. Now, that's right, Creed. I remember this film getting so much buzz and I really wanted to watch it, but I'm one of those people who's like, I'm not going to watch it because I know there's films that come before it. It's like at the minute, I'm slowly getting all of the Christopher Lee Dracula movies. And I'm not going to watch them until I have them all. I want to watch them in order. And at the minute, I have, like, Taste the Blood of Dracula, Dracula AD 1972. And it's like, I know they're not the first one, so I don't want to watch them and then go backwards. So I was the same with Creed. I was like, no, I want to watch all the Rocky films. So when this film was getting all the buzz, I sort of missed out. First off, Michael B. Jordan is an incredible actor. I've seen him in things like Just Mercy, Black Panther. I was so excited to see what he'd bring to the Rocky franchise when I was watching these last month. I was like, right, I'm really excited to see... when I finished Balboa, I was really excited to see Michael B. Jordan. And he's incredible in his movies. I like that he's kind of the polar opposite to Rocky, as in the sense that he's not calm and contempt. He's a bit more on edge and he's a bit more of a loose cannon. He's got a lot more rage in him. Because I really like that about Rocky. He was really nice. He was really good to watch because, you know, he was quite calm and quite sensible. Whereas Creed is not. But the story to this film is great. I love the fact that, you know, he wants to do this because he wants to be a great boxer. But a lot of people are just putting him in the shadow of his father. So very interesting story. I thought this film was great. Really, really good movie. Next up, bit of controversial one here, Creed 2. I say that because I think most people prefer the first Creed film. And I can see why. I can completely see why. I think the reason I enjoyed this film more is because two things. I absolutely love the side plot with him and his girlfriend in this. Where they went with that story, I thought was fantastic. Making her go deaf. There was some problems when they, you know, his wife's pregnant in this film. There was some problems there. They didn't have to go there, but they did. I also love the fact that they decide to bring back an old Rocky villain. They're like, you could bring back any Rocky villain, and they go for the big Russian guy, which is crazy to me. He's like the most cheesy and stupid one in the bunch. But they took what I said was a brick wall and made him into a character in this movie. Him, and I'm not sure whether it was his son who was training. I don't think it might have been. I don't know. But the guy who he was training as well was also like a big sort of brick wall, but he had some character to him. Yeah, I thought it was really, really well done what they done in this film. And again, a lot of the montage scenes were fantastic. Again, Sylvester Stallone was fantastic in this film. I'm really looking forward to the third one, considering Michael B. Jordan apparently is directing it. So, following in the footsteps of Sylvester Stallone. So coming in second place is Rocky 2. Rocky 1 and 2 feel like back-to-back movies for me now. I know that, like, obviously this wasn't planned. Sylvester Stallone made the first film with a low budget. He just wanted to get the first film out there done. I think this only become a reality when the first one made a lot of money. But I think the reason that this one works really well is because, as I say, it does follow straight on. It feels like it completes the story a bit more. There's a lot more character development in this one with Rocky and his wife. I love all the side plots like that going down in this film. Again, there's fantastic music in this. Apollo Creed, I like seeing more of Apollo Creed in this. And again, the fight scene at the end is absolutely incredible. And something I haven't really mentioned with any of these films, because all of the Rocky films especially have fantastic soundtracks. There's a lot of great music in them. So Rocky 2, really enjoyed this film. First place though, it's obvious. It's got to be Rocky 1. This film was great. I had a friend at school who loved this movie so much, and he used to tell me facts about it all the time. About, you know, how Sylvester Stallone put his heart and soul into this, all of his money. You know, he went to, I forget what company it was, MGM maybe. I'm guessing it is because it says on the Blu-ray. I don't know. But he went to the studio and went, here's my script for Rocky. And he's like, I want to play Rocky. He's my character, blah, blah, blah. He had to go through extraordinary things just to get this film made the way it got made. And it's a fantastic movie. It's the best boxing film I've ever seen, without a doubt. Stallone is incredible in this film. One of his best performances. Just everything about it's great. The character development, the building of the story, the tension that builds, the music, all the side characters are great. He didn't know it, but it was setting up a great franchise. And Apollo Creed's a really, really great competitor for him. Really, really love this movie. So yeah, there we go. So there's my ranking of the Rocky films. Now, as I say, I know not everyone's going to agree. It's fair enough, I'm still pretty new to this franchise, but hey guys, it's a great franchise. I've had a blast watching them over the last month. But that is it for this video. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message. And as always, I'll see you guys next time for another video. Bye bye.